Looks like WholeBread and Slabb both said ready, so it's Johansen, yep. And are we gonna wait on this guy, or are we just gonna go?
We should just
There we
go. There he is.
So I'm gonna start the game. 2v2, mainly faster. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, go, 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 go.
And here we go. Starting off our first game. It is Terran and Zerg versus Protoss and Terran.
TVZ, PVT. Let's go. My roommates are playing bass and guitar behind me. I close the door. Hopefully it doesn't bleed through into the stream today.
That would be bad because getting our stream covered in bass blood would not be fun.
Yes. And so, the Ruins of Tarsonis. Do you have any experience on this map?
I do. It's actually an official 2v2 ladder map, and it's my favorite map out of all of them. It's a really nice map. You got a shared base with a it's a ramp that is just a little bit wide. It's pretty easy to block off, and also you have a ramp leading to your naturals, which are also easy to take, and another ramp easy to block off. So it allows for more macro play.
It looks fairly interesting for Reapers. Looks like there's a lot of jumping places.
Yeah, a lot of cliffs, blink stalkers, all that kind of stuff. And here we go. The game has started, and we're going to introduce our players here. So our first player to be introduced of the night, the green Zerg spawning at the top left. He is Johansen, and his teammate, a Terran, the color blue. His name is like a marble slab.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that one, right? And down here, in the bottom right, spawning as the purple Protoss, is WigglyBits. And his teammate, equally silly name, he is WholeBread. So we got WigglyBits and WholeBread against the Zerg and Terran team. What do you know about 2v2 strategy? Do you have any insight here on what strategies we could be seeing out of these two teams?
I think we're probably going to see... Oh, look, there's an extractor already up for Johansen. I don't precisely know a lot about 2v2. I only played a couple 2v2 games in my career. So you're probably better than probably better insight than I do.
Okay, well, looking at these builds here, we can see that the Protoss and Terran player are going to start walling off. This is a nice decision, especially against this very early pool here. If you bring it to the production tab, you can see this pool was just started here on 10. And so that is a very early aggressive pool. We can see he's getting the gas here for speed, so it's definitely going to be some kind of aggression. This barracks here by Slabb going up as well, so we might see an early Zergling Marine push into the base of WigglyBits and WholeBread. WigglyBits...
Second SCV?
Yeah, that SCV.
Oh, for that 2 racks?
Oh, yeah, going for the 2 racks. We're definitely going to see some early pressure here. It's going to be up to WholeBread and WigglyBits to hold this ramp here.
Right. Yeah, I think Johansen, I'm going to call him Johansen, because I don't want to say the hard J sound, but yeah, I think he's really just going for that ling speed, ling aggression, and that 2 racks is really going to be a little hard to defend, seeing there's only a gate and a racks out for WigglyBits and WholeBread. But it really depends, I think, on how well they can run across this map, because it is a fairly big map to run across.
Yeah, the rush distance is fairly large. Now, one thing to note is these back rocks.
Right.
It looks like WholeBread and WigglyBits do have a depot and a pylon situation here. So if they decide to attack those back rocks, they would know instantly what was going on.
Yeah, it seems they know this map pretty well. I mean, they do both have those visions on the rock, so yes, they are expecting some kind of cheesy backdoor rush 2 racks stuff going on. So, you know, they know what's good, they know what's going on, and I think they'll be safe from any kind of rock aggression. But
yes, the rock aggression will indeed be warded off.
Always so aggressive.
So aggressive. So the Terran player is still not opting to take any gas, only with that 1 barracks. He's got a lot of minerals right now. Oh my god. That is a lot of barracks he's throwing down right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one he currently has makes 6. It looks like the Protoss is throwing down 3 more gates, so it looks like we'll be seeing a 6 racks, 4 gate timing push here. Slabb still stuck on these 2 racks. I feel like their timing has passed for Slabb and Johansen.
Yeah, they're going a little bit late mid-game now, and you know, the more they wait for this attack, the more once those barracks are done, they can start mass producing a bunch of Marines. So the defense of WholeBread's and WigglyBits base is going to be pretty easily rectified in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like WholeBread and WigglyBits are deciding to push out now. Those warp gates are finishing. Warping in right now. We don't have a proxy pylon quite yet, but it looks like we do have a probe moving up to position that pylon there. It looks like there are a lot of Zerglings and a couple of Marines out here for Slabb and Johansen, but it's going to be up to Johansen to get the perfect surround on these units.
Yeah, that's going to be really pivotal in this engagement if it happens, because those Lings need to do as much damage as they possibly can, or else this will not be going well for them.
Right, I feel like before this engagement happens, these Lings need to get out of behind this wall, because if those units come up to this wall, those Lings are going to be entirely useless as the Marines and Stalkers pound away.
It looks like Slabb kind of foresaw some kind of aggression and built these 2 bunkers up here, but he's not going to occupy them just yet. He's going to move up to his wall, and here comes the nice little push here.
Oh no, supply depot is going down. It looks like that Teplag is going to go down. Is he going to be able to cancel the upgrade? He does not cancel it. It looks like they're taking a lot of damage right now. Marines flowing in from the side. These Zerglings being absolutely useless in this position. The choke too little. The Zerglings come in for the surround though. They do get the Marines, but there's a tiny choke, and these Stalkers are doing a lot of damage.
You know, they might actually be able to fight this off. Those Lings still taking out a bunch of units, even at that choke. Still a good number of them left. That bunker's holding up very well. A Marauder's already 3-kill Marauder out there. And it looks like they might be able to push this off.
I don't know. There are a lot of Zealots and Marines streaming up the map. We have
Banelings being morphed. Just a couple.
It doesn't.
Just a couple.
He only needs to connect with 1 though, because those Banelings will absolutely wipe out. Oh, but the Banelings fall.
But this bunker is still up and still kicking and killing massive amounts of units. So I think they're really... Oh, but look at that reinforcement. Just look at that.
Yeah, if you see here, real quickly, there is a long supply train from those 6 barracks.
Right.
This is some relentless aggression here.
Just that the sheer amount of barracks that WholeBread has can just continually stream in. And the warp gate tech all the way up at that forward pylon is just... You know, it's just so bad for Slabb and Johansen.
It looks like they have fended it off for now. Oh, not wise to push out with those Zerglings.
Yeah, you know, they're kind of sending in small amounts of units to attack, and they're losing a couple, and they really need to regroup, I think, or else they may lose their whole forward force there and be forced to go on the defense.
Yeah, there are 6 Banelings morphing in here, and a bunker's about to finish, so I feel like Slabb and Johansen will be safe. Oh, the Banelings are trying to connect with the Marines. They need to get there. Oh, but they hit some Stalkers, which isn't quite what they need. Especially with this high number of Marines, it just does not stop.
And yet again, these pivotal bunkers playing a huge role in this defense.
With some nice Baneling connects there, taking out a good portion of those Marines and Zealots.
Still more and more reinforcements streaming in. They need to take out these bunkers though, or else they won't be able to move in.
If we take a quick look at the units tab...
Oh, there it goes. He's going to sneak by the bunkers.
Oh, he
but
gets
he's going to get surrounded by Zerglings.
But the Zerglings do surround, and it looks like they will be enough to pick them off.
It was a great move, but it just didn't have enough punch to it to keep moving forward.
Yeah, they keep moving in with these tiny little assault forces, which just keep getting taken out, so they don't really ever get that momentum they need.
And you know, they haven't even been doing much macro. They haven't been doing any macro in the background. I mean, they probably could have taken expansions and moved farther ahead.
Yes,
Slabb Johansen.
If we look at the units tab right now, we can see that Slabb and Johansen are quite ahead economically. 31 SCVs and 15 drones, so 22 probes and 15 SCVs.
And they're going to try and bypass this front line here and move right into Johansen's base. They're going to counter a couple Lings and Banelings.
Some nice Banelings.
Very nice. And it looks like it's all going to get cleaned up by Blue's forces, but more Marines, more Stalkers trying to move in. They're getting picked off the high ground, and they really just need to pull back, I think. Yeah, really rethink their strategy right now, because they're letting Slabb and Johansen get the better of them right now.
I agree. The longer this attack goes on, the more ahead Slabb and Johansen will get because they are not stopping their probe, SCV, and drone production, rather.
Yeah. And Slabb's actually teching up the factory. I don't know what Johansen's doing. What is he doing? He just has a Baneling nest up. I mean, that's good enough for now, but he's going to probably start teching up soon. Or maybe take his expansion, but... You know, as much as we take away credit from their continuous attack, they are reinforcing so heavily, and just now there's a good amount of units up front. I don't know. It's pretty even on terms right now. Those bunkers will give them the upper hand, like it's been giving them in the past few engagements.
If you take a quick look at the supplies tab here, we can see 66 supply from Slabb and 38 from Johansen to the 44 and 52. So the supplies are relatively even between the two teams. So while, oh, and we have a big engagement here.
Yep, they're going all in right now, but with all their forces. And those Banelings make a good connect, killing a couple Marines and injuring much more. The bunkers are occupied. One goes down.
Yeah, there are a lot of Marines.
Second goes down. Yeah, and those Marauders are really not the greatest against Marines, but they will do a good amount of damage against Stalkers, and they're just not targeting the Stalkers. That's the problem.
Oh wow, this does look bad. If we look at the supply tab right now, it is 40 and 41 to the 44 and 27 of Slabb and Johansen.
SCV's being pulled. So it looks like it's on pretty bad. This game is on pretty bad terms for Slabb and Johansen right now.
Slabb and Johansen really need to just regather their forces and see if they can push these out of here any way they can. A couple of good Banelings with some SCV pulls, maybe. Oh no.
Baneling does connect with 4 Marines, so that was pretty good. But there's just so many forces just keep on reinforcing. I think if they keep on pushing now, they'll be able to take this. But you know, we can't give Johansen and Slabb not enough credit for holding those first few attacks, and let's see if they can maybe fight this back.
I don't know. There's a lot of Zerg units going down right now. These Marines pouring in, the Zealots pouring in. All of these drones are vulnerable. Oh no, he's running them the wrong way.
WholeBread's gonna micro his Marine force to take out all those drones right now.
So many drones.
Oh, the Zealots are going to run right into the drones, and it looks like they're just going to get into a battle there. So, Marines just take out all of Johansen's base. More and more Marines coming in, more and more Zealots coming in. They're moving on to Slabb's base now. There's a huge amount. What is the food count right now?
If you look at the food count right now, it is 8 supply of Johansen to the 40 and 49 supply for Slabb, 54 WigglyBits.
And Slabb's trying to make a last stand over here with his tanks and Marines, and it looks like it's not going to be enough.
No, not quite.
The Marines are absolutely getting shredded.
There's the GG.
And there's that GG.
And
that GG.
That GG. WholeBread and WigglyBits taking the first game quite convincingly with some crazy non-stop aggression.